Hi everyone, welcome back to the Storytime family. What's going on with you today? Did you enjoy yourself at school? Did you play with all your friends outside? Well, I hope you've settled down and ready to read a book with us. Today we have a book called It's Okay to Just Be Yourself by Jules Elizabeth. Let's get started, shall we? It's okay to just be yourself. There was once a boy who was terribly shy. He was born with one brown and one green eye. He had extra large feet and a birthmark on his chin. He worried day and night he would never fit in. His family told him to reach for the stars, to hold his head up with pride. But he was scared of what other people thought, so alone in his room, he would hide. But one very ordinary Sunday afternoon, a new neighbor moved in next door. His name was Mr. Finn. He was a music teacher, and nothing like the boy had seen before. He had blue spiky hair, a diamond in his nose, and was covered in drawings from his head to his toes. Mr. Finn threw wild parties. His guests were so unique. Fascinated, the boy watched them all. Through a hole in the fence, he would peek. He listened and learned about each and every guest. They were all so original. The boy was so impressed. There was a truck driver called Mr. Green who had the longest beard the boy had ever seen. Mr. Green wore high heels and pearls, his lips painted red, and his hair up in the curls. A pastry chef named Madame Twine had short blonde hair and stood 6'9". If her family wasn't eating her latest treat, it was her slam dunk score they would try to beat. An award-winning scientist was Dr. Moore, with a wooden leg, and freckles galore. He had 10 children, a parrot that talked, and everywhere he went, he whistled while he walked. A champion wrestler was Mrs. Hall, who wore fancy purple glasses and had no hair at all. She loved to watch her veggie patch grow, her prize pumpkins winning 3 years in a row. An astronaut by the name of Lady Joyce had long pink fingernails and a softly spoken voice. When she wasn't flying her rocket to the moon, she loved to stay in her pajamas until noon. The boy watched in absolute delight as the guests had such fun. They were all just being themselves, every single one. They embraced their uniqueness for all the world to see. The boy thought for a moment, hang on, that could be me. Suddenly, the boy began to feel warm and fuzzy inside. He no longer wanted to be alone or stay in his room and hide. This is how it must feel, he thought, to be happy and carefree. This is what it must be like to simply just be me. He realized he didn't need to fit in or feel frightened to be himself because we are exactly who we're meant to be. So it's okay to just be yourself. And that was It's Okay to Be Yourself. It's pretty fun to be yourself, actually, right? I mean, who else would you be? You are so special. Remember that. If you enjoyed this book and would like to own a copy, the link to purchase it is in our description below. Thank you so much for joining us today. Do give us a like and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.